Hey, what's up guys, Omogonix here and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. So today I'd like to talk about Halo Infinite Forge once again, and just recently I actually made another video talking about Forge if you want to go check it out after watching this one. It also did well in terms of views and likes, so I just want to say thank you to all of you who watched and liked it, and let's get right into today's video. So as you can see by the title, today I'm going to be talking about whether Halo Infinite Forge is going to be too difficult to use or not. One bit of criticism that Halo 5's Forge got is that it was too hard to use. I personally am alright with Halo 5's Forge, it's my favourite version of Forge currently, in fact just because of the amount of stuff you can do in it. But I will admit, when it comes to more advanced features like the basic scripting, which I could learn but just haven't really bothered to, or the amount of menus in Halo 5 Forge, which may be a bit overwhelming. Even the controls people have said are a bit too much too, however I myself am personally okay with the controls. Or even just the amount of time you may need to put into maps or creations too, because it can be time consuming, and I have a lot of respect for forgers who do put lots of detail into their creations and maps and stuff like that, because it would really take a long time as someone who's made my own maps before, which aren't really that detailed and still took me a while to do. Although that's probably because I don't really plan them out at all. I can see why it would be difficult to a lot of people to get into Halo 5's Forge. I personally don't think it's too difficult, just time consuming, and when you think about it as well, there's a lot more features in Halo 5 Forge compared to the other Halo games. Like when it comes to the other older Halo games, right? They're basically just really map building tools. There's nothing really too advanced. You just go through some menus, pick some stuff out you like, and yeah. There's no real, like, scripting like how there is in Halo 5 Forge. It's not like coding scripting, but it's like, a sort of way to script. And then there's a bunch of other features as well, of course, but can't really think of them off the top of my head right now. But yeah, Halo 5's Forge is pretty advanced, and I can see why it would be difficult for people to get into it, especially when it's not just your basic map maker, like in a Halo Reach and stuff. However, you can use Halo 5 Forge like that, you can. So yeah, it is pretty time consuming, but hey, most things that have to do with creativity, whether it be Forge, art, or even just game development, it does take a lot of time and patience. So at Serasia4 on Twitter, I think that's how you pronounce the name, Serasia4, correct me if I'm wrong there. But anyways, they said on Twitter, what the hell am I supposed to do with pi in Halo Infinite Forge? And here they have this screenshot attached, which looks to be a bunch of mathematical stuff, like pi, division, multiplication, vectors, square roots, subtraction, trigonometry, all that sort of stuff. Stuff you would have probably learnt in high school, but you probably don't remember nowadays. I mean, things like multiplication, subtraction, and stuff like that, division, that's all stuff you probably would remember how to do nowadays, but when it comes to things like square roots, pi and trigonometry, that's probably stuff you'll have to refresh yourself on if you are to get yourself into this. So it looks like all this might have to do with Halo Infinite Forge's new scripting feature, because I know that Halo Infinite's going to be a lot more advanced than Halo 5, and they've got this new blueprint-like feature, I think. It's sort of like a visual scripting feature, unlike Halo 5's very basic scripting. It's a lot more advanced in Halo Infinite, and as you can see here, this looks to be some sort of sub-menu that's going to be used when, doing stuff in this scripting. So who knows what this has to do for? It might have to do with, like, the, exact positioning of objects or whatever, or something like that. But yeah, I don't think it's going to make Halo Infinite Forge more difficult, because I think when people see this, they're probably going to be thinking, oh yeah, Halo Infinite Forge is going to be difficult. But I feel like this is just stuff that's more for advanced users. I feel like when it comes to just general map making in Forge, that will still be kept pretty easy and user-friendly. But when it comes to more advanced features, of course, they are going to be open to players who are more into that. Because I think 343 have even said before that they want Halo Infinite Forge to be more accessible to people who weren't that good with Halo 5's Forge, I'm pretty sure. So if they did say that, and my memory is correct there, well, Halo Infinite Forge should be good enough for just normal players to use when it comes to just making maps and stuff like that. But when it comes to more advanced stuff, if you want to be more precise or add more detail or do more advanced things with your map to make it more than just a map, well then yeah, you have all this stuff here, I guess, in the scripting, which again, I'm not really sure exactly what this has to do with, Like, there's probably a bunch of different submenus like this in the blueprint menu, who knows, in the scripting, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it is interesting to see this, how there's all this mathematical stuff here, all very exact, precise stuff, which looks like it might have to do with like the positioning of objects maybe, I don't know. But yeah, give me your thoughts down in the comments below on what you think about this. Do you think Halo Infinite Forge is going to be difficult to use? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I personally think it's going to be alright to use. I mean, Halo 5's Forge I know people said they had trouble with, but I personally was okay with that. I feel like I'm going to be okay with Halo Infinite's Forge as well. In fact, I'm going to try harder to get more into Halo Infinite's Forge than I did Halo 5 Forge. And it's going to be really, really cool seeing all the new features in it, of course, and just how much advanced stuff you can do. Because at the end of the day, when we're expecting Forge to get more and more powerful every game, right, you're going to expect it to become more complex and more quote-unquote harder as well. I mean, I guess it's just a very normal thing to happen. I guess with some people as well, now I can't speak for everyone of course, but maybe with some people what it could have to do with as well is maybe just time constraints and stuff like that, so maybe they don't have enough time to learn Forge, and so therefore a lot of the advanced features are going to take more time to learn, they're not really going to be using. I mean, it's like me, for example, with a few things in Halo 5's Forge, for example, the scripting in Halo 5 Forge, you know, I myself don't really consider that a very important thing for me to try and learn just because I don't really feel like I have the time to learn it and stuff like that, because I mean I do know some of the scripting in Halo 5 Forge. Like I've done tutorials here on YouTube where I've actually like showed you guys sort of how to do it. Like I think I did a autopilot Pelican in which I used the scripting in that. So yeah, I do know some things to do with the scripting, mainly when it just comes to making things move on their own and stuff like that and rotate around, you know, just very basic things, nothing too advanced like pressing a button and then opening some big garage door or whatever, nothing like that. I haven't tried. But yeah, if I do have enough time, of course I will try to take as much time as possible to learn Halo Infinite Forge, and yeah. So anyways guys, that is the end of this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Do you think Halo Infinite Forge will be difficult to use? I mean, obviously we haven't seen much of it yet, all there is leaks out right now. But in my opinion, I think it's going to be okay to use. I think it's going to be good for both just normal players and advanced players. So you're going to have them features where, you know, it's going to be easier for normal people to use because, you know, they can just use the more normal basic features of Forge, whilst then the more advanced features can be used by the more advanced players who are looking to make more advanced creations and stuff like that. Alright, so anyways guys, again, that's the end of this video. I'll see you all next time, and bye bye.